Well, greetings, mayors. Welcome back to Build It with Smith. It's your host, Smith, back once again with another SimCity Buildit city build and road layout. And before we get started, well, actually, not before we get started, let's just get started. I don't have anything really to say, although I will comment on this. Do you guys, I remember when I first started playing the game years ago, and I noticed that these little lakes and lots of trees pop up in unpopulated areas. I think that's a really neat aspect to the game. I remember my first layout, I wanted to preserve one of the lakes, and so I would draw like my road like this, draw my road around there, is to make sure is to preserve the lake and stuff like that. Probably if you go back to my very first SimCity Buildit video, if you can find it, you'll see that layout. I've actually changed it up quite a bit since then. You guys know if you've been following the channel. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this layout. Now, we already know that we want to draw our road for the services, and we usually run it parallel to one of these roads here. Let's just run this across like that, and then that way we can see where the intersection is. So how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a great day, all of you, and it's just a great day to build, I would say. Let me see here. Let's see if that, let's make sure here we're making enough room. So, again, I'm using the 2 or the 3 deluxe services buildings. I'm just laying out a plot of land for those. Something I think will work. And so let's go ahead and grab it. First, got the police station first. Thought we were grabbing something else. Alright, our fire station always goes like this. And the reason that we do that, where's my hospital? The reason that we do that is, and use this particular setup, wait a minute. That's the hospital. How did that happen? Must have grabbed the wrong thing. Okay. Fire station goes this way. So this is the basic setup. And as I cycle through, you can see that we have pretty adequate coverage all around. Okay. Now let's kind of more so figure out what we're going to do here. I'm just going to draw a road straight through there and have another road come straight over here. We'll kind of start it out like this time. Alright, so let's see. I want to have some roads kind of branching out. Let's take a closer look here. Right about there. Okay, counting tiles here. Maybe right here. Is that? Maybe not. Okay. Let's see. Maybe right there. Yeah, that can fit two buildings in there. Alright, so let's just draw a road straight across like that. We'll figure the rest out later. So I want some roads that kind of branch out like that. Now let's go ahead and draw one right here that allows for one building, one 2x2 building. And let's see, I'm going to be able to fit one in there as well. And let's just bring it all the way back. And how many spaces Let's see how many buildings we could fit in there, if in fact we wanted to. Let's grab a building here. What is this? Abandoned building. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Well, not a problem. We'll just kind of deal with that at some other point. Okay, so we got that side. Now, next thing I want to do is coming over here. Whoops, coming over here. Actually, yeah. Coming over here. All right, so let's draw something right about here that would also allow for 4 if we want it. Let's just draw the road straight through there like that. We're gonna make it all come together now. If you're confused and if you're wondering what the heck is he doing, I've got a plan. Don't worry. All right, let's see. Let's allow for, if we want to, 1 there, and let's make this to fit 4 buildings in, like that. Oh, like that. Okay. All right. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of this road. So we're just gonna have some buildings in here in these surrounding areas. I don't think I calculated this right. Let me see. Should be like that. It should be like that. All right. Slight little issue there, but got it figured out. All right, just like that. And then, so you'll go around there, and you can also continue going up this way, and we'll kind of figure out what we want to do with that area as well. Let's make that also so that I can fit 2 buildings, 2 by 2 buildings if I wanted to, right there. And we'll come around this one also. Oh, if I could complete it. Oh, looks ugly. There we go. All right. No, crap, I hit the wrong button. Okay, there we go. So it's nighttime. We have some things going on here. So this is looking pretty good so far. What do you guys think? And let's just make sure. All right, good. We can still get coverage for all these buildings, everything that we have laid out so far. So that's good. Okay, over to this other side here. I was just pretty much going to draw little something like that, just to have it come all the way up and like that. Okay, there we go. And I may or may not keep this road going through here. I guess it really doesn't pose a problem, but this looks pretty good. And this is kind of following that whole quadrants kind of layout. And what I mean is you can place your population booster buildings in here. And I want it to be kind of free today, free to use whatever buildings from any specialization I want. I'm thinking maybe a park, a nice park here. In the last few videos, I've been focusing on specific specializations. And I've yet to do... Oh, look at that. Have y'all seen, there's lots of... let me see if I can get to them. There's lots of new winter buildings. I don't know if y'all have seen them. Okay, we got the sledding park. there. It's pretty nice. I actually bought one of those. I was able to buy things that cost simoleons. I'm not really rich as far as the keys at this particular moment, platinum or gold. Let's see, I thought there were some other buildings along here, some other snow. Here we go, merry-go-round, sim cash there. Santa's greetings, really nice, more sim cash. Dog sledding tour. So have you guys picked up any of these? Some of these are pretty nice. I mean, you can really, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time that you could actually do a lot of stuff going on with the, there's a lot of parts for, you could actually make like a winter wonderland, you know. There's that many parks this time. And in the past, I don't remember there being so many that's available to us. So, thanks, EA. Alright, I also fit a park right there. Like, there was actually one of those that I just looked at. They've started making their buildings 3x3. They used to be 2x2, and you see what I mean? 3x3, 3 blocks by 3. So this might be good to go, you know, right here. Yeah, this in the, you know, the population boost will cover that. And probably thinking about putting a park. Just like a, let's see, 50% maybe. Yeah, it's park. Put a park right there. Nice little park. Yeah. 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 So I think this is good. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on camera here putting these buildings. And I did want to kind of mix it up. Kind of like how it looks here. You know, all the buildings are, they're not all uniform. They're just kind of, you know, and it's hard to see actually because, turn this off. So you can see this actually looks more like a downtown area would look. Now, of course, this is just my space that I'm putting the buildings right now, but it actually looks pretty nice all mixed up like that. Looks like a real city. And by the way, if you're wondering, Smith, are you ever going to get a permanent layout for your city? Yes, it's coming. I just wanted to do a few more of these. You guys let me know. You want to see more city builds, or are you ready for me to make permanent places to start to just build this whole place out? I got a lot of land and stuff like that, and got things over here. I'm thinking about maybe moving this whole thing somewhere to the center. It should be more of a centralized thing. And of course over here, if you watch my if you watched my Omega video, which I can't do anything about that right now, but this is where I had this is where I filmed it. Filmed right here. So aren't y'all lucky to see behind the scenes here on a Tuesday? Kind of sad there, 56%. Oh, okay. Let me just say this. I get a lot of comments, a few comments on some of my videos, and people are stating the obvious. Smith, do you know that your population is 56%? Well, okay. I am resetting my layout here, so I know that I'm going to lose population and I'm going to lose happiness. But that's just part of, you know, what comes with wanting to recreate your city. It's just going to happen. You're going to lose population, then you build it up again. I like to do that more so. We have a note here. Celebrate, for 'tis the season. While your Sims enjoy the winter holidays and grand meals with their families, complete snowflake tasks. Oh, the snowflake task. You know, I feel a way about these games. I mean, they're good and stuff, and you really have to focus on them. But I know the last time in the summer game, I had 7 spins. You can go back and look at the video, and it took me a week or something, a few days to get all that 7 spins worth, and I did not feel like the return was that great. But anyway, this is this layout. You guys can copy it if you want to. I don't mind. Let's go ahead, and I'm gonna do a little shifting building placement, and we'll come back and see what I got, and we'll kind of take a tour. All right. And we're back. It took me about 30 minutes or so to put this all together, and I'm quite pleased with it, actually. I must say. Got a couple of little water elements going on there. I did put that ice sculpture in right there, and it's got a little mixture of buildings here. I also put the the helicopter pad from the transportation, and looks pretty good. You know, I probably would take a little bit more time, when I finally do set up something. But this is not too bad of a start. Kind of got the canal that just ends right there. But that might be an element I bring into it. It looks pretty good. It's taking a screenshot there. And I think I will actually add a couple of more things now. Now that I'm looking at it, put some trees here, right along there. I'm kind of one of those guys that doesn't like to leave blank space. And you know what? I mean, it's not doing any good being in my storage. Might as well have it get a little population boost here and there. Not a whole lot. Let's put a couple of restaurants for the folks here that live by the canal, so they don't have to go very far just to grab a bite to eat. Guess I have to put this next to a road. So there we go. Actually, the sun is coming up now. Folks should be pretty happy when they wake up and see that they have some restaurants there to go eat at. Folks that live there. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And like I said, this isn't a particular specialization. Just kind of mixed everything in here. I think I am going to go to try to purchase whatever winter buildings I can. Maybe come back with winter sort of deal there. So there we go. You guys can get a good look at what's going on without all those icons in the way. Just taking some screenshots for this video, for my thumbnail, and I may also put a screenshot on my community page on there. So you guys that are subscribed, be sure to check that out. Well, guys, that's it. I'll check you guys out later. See you next time.